Hi, my name is Autumn Volska. I am a criminal justice major at Seminole State, and today I will be talking to you about the role of everyone in our court systems. Here is my student ID. And I would just like to start off and say that I was a part of the Explorer program in Seminole County. So I had the awesome honor of doing teen court, which was basically the court underneath the county court where the juveniles would go. And I got to experience this firsthand, which I thought was super awesome that I get to do this and talk to you about this now. So first, I'm going to start off with the plaintiff. This is the person in the courtroom who is filing against another party. Usually the words plaintiff and respondent are used in cases where someone is pressing charges or suing another party. If you are in court as a plaintiff, you are there to see that justice is being served for your case. If the plaintiff accuses the defense of wrongdoing, it is then the defense's job to prove this wrong. Next is the respondent. The respondent is whoever is responding to this other party's motion or appeal. This can either be defense or prosecution, depending on if you're the plaintiff or the respondent. Next is the accused. The accused is the person who has supposedly committed the crime. This person must bear witness to their trial or have a lawyer present for them in arraignment. In the United States, the accused have the privilege of being innocent until proven guilty, and they're allowed to be judged by a group of their peers. In a trial, this is the most vulnerable person. They must answer to their judge and will put their life or case in the hands of basically a stranger, which is the judge. The prosecution. The prosecutor's main role in the court system is to prove a defendant guilty. They will call a witness to the stand, observe evidence in a case, and bring a voice to the courtroom against the accused. The prosecutor is usually hired by the state or by the victim, depending on the crime. Their sole purpose is to work for the victim in any way possible to win the case, just like the defense attorney. In that case, the role of the defense attorney is to reveal themselves in court on behalf of the accused. They argue on behalf of this defendant. This takes a lot of burden off the defendant and allows us to keep peace in our courtrooms. The defense attorney allows the defendant to not have to testify or show evidence on their own case to the judge. These defense attorneys are skilled and knowledgeable about their field and will ensure that none of their defendants' constitutional rights are being infringed upon during the court hearing. If the defense attorney notices any discrepancies in the evidence or testimonials, they may object or may even get the charges dropped if anything is out of place. The judge is the all-ruling eye, the overseer of his or her courtroom. The judge is present to answer any legal questions and help assist in the sentencing in a case. The judge is the most crucial person in the courtroom setting and gives heed to warnings, can give mercy on first-time tickets and petty crime offenders, and is systematically trained in the justice system for means of being the all-seeing eye in a courtroom. Judges are masters at law and keeping the peace. They are well versed in their role and apply a serious and direct message to their community, as well as the offenders that they oversee. There are different types of judges for different courts, the highest role of all being a Supreme Court justice. Judges work at a local, state, and national level to keep peace in the community and sentence people accordingly. Next is the victim. The victim of a crime is a vital role, in my opinion, in any case discussion. Whether the victim be the owner of a convenience store, a victim in a mugging, a victim in a high-profile murder or rape case, or anything in between, each victim has a story to tell, and when used to testify against the accused, they may hold vital pieces of information that the defense needs to make their verdict safe and sound. When thinking about if a victim is right to testify for a case, they may first look at the type of case it is, and then determine the credibility of the victim as well as their mental capableness to be able to testify. Victims are being used less and less in cases nowadays, and may even be helpless in the control over their court case. Although they might not play a large role, they participate in the criminal justice process by providing prosecutors with the information they need to win the case in favor of the victim. That being said, the witnesses. The witnesses are brought to attention in a courtroom. Witnesses have seen the crime in question take place, or it might even be the victim himself. In the case where a witness may not be mentally sound or is unable to attend for any reason, they may turn to another witness, or in some even more serious cases, they might be forced to rely only on the statements of the accused and the verdict from the jury. Witness testimony is known to sometimes be heavily unreliable, especially in cases where the witness was barely paying attention to surroundings, such as in car accidents or robberies. In many cases, witnesses can be used to create police sketches or recount information regarding a crime case. The police. The police, whether a victim, witness, or bailiff, plays a very crucial role in the criminal justice system. The police do everything that happens before a court date, like writing up statements, showing body cam footage evidence. And even the bailiff helps the judge to maintain peace in the courtroom. They're allowed to escort anybody out at any time, and in the case of a traffic stop, the police testimony is very important, and their assessment of a traffic stop or a car accident may be the deciding factor of tickets or vehicular manslaughter sentencing. And last but not least is us, the community, the members of the jury. It is our constitutional right and requirement as Americans that when we register to vote, we are also accepting our social responsibility of serving on a jury. Jury duty, as it's better known as, is the act of showing up to court and hearing a trial that will eventually conclude with that jury verdict. These jurors are picked from peers in our community, and they listen to the trial to eventually come to a conclusion of guilty or innocent. This act of serving on a jury coincides with our right to trial by jury in our Constitution and allows us to keep our justice system running smoothly and correctly. Everyone in our court systems is important, and I believe that if anything were changed or anything were different, we may not have the great court system that we have now. Yes, our system is flawed in some ways, but I believe that every single person that is in a trial or in a court system is very important, and these are their jobs. Thank you.